how did like Vegas be okay with that, I guess, during that time? Because it was like very segregated.
Right. Absolutely. So let me insusurate here just to make sure that we bring it down a notch. Have we used insusurate enough yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
All right, I'm done there. Okay, sorry. Note to self. Pete overused insusurate already. Amanda's getting upset. Okay, yeah. So this is where we get a little wonky. This is where they literally take over the world, because at that time, when Sammy would perform on his own, he was allowed to do so, but then they literally would walk him off stage and walk him right off their property. He couldn't stick around. He couldn't eat their food. He couldn't do anything. Right. Exactly. So when they got a hold of him and branded this summit idea, that was sort of when, I mean, literally Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra literally said, if he's not in the room, we're not in the room. So the Sands had to cave. And as a result, subsequently, every other casino caved. And when that happened, I think that's the moment when the Rat Pack was like, oh my God, like, think about it. They like changed segregation.
Right. The history of Vegas, identity.
I mean, literally. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm taking that a little far. I mean, I know there was a lot more, but like, if you think about that, you could see how these 5 men were like, oh my God, we're awesome.
We changed history. Yeah.
Right. For sure. Okay. So now, of course, after that, it's Hollywood's turn because now they have to get involved. So 1961, the whole reason why we started this episode in the first place, or picked it, thank you, Luke, they film Ocean's 11.
The Rat Pack.
Yes. So now they go from literally the whole Rat Pack. Did you not know this?
That's so cool.
This is crazy to me. Okay, I thought you knew some of these pieces.
I mean, I thought it was like this fine tether of line because
this
Ocean
was
11, Frank Sinatra was in it. Frank Sinatra started the Rat Pack.
All 5 of them were in it. Right. So now you think like, wait, Hollywood's going to go crazy with them. And they did. Hollywood made some more movies with them. I think there was another one called Sergeants 3. And then they made a few other famous ones where like 4 of them were in it, but not 5 of them, but whatever. But like for the most part, Ocean's 11 is the ultimate Rat Pack, Hollywood movie, best all time. And what's so cool about the movie is it was basically like, I mean, it wasn't a documentary, but it was basically a documentary. Let's cut the shit. It's sort of them just like fucking around, pretending to be actors. And I mean,
funny.
It's a good movie, and it's got like an awesome like plot line and everything because it's just
but
like the newer one.
What we know as Ocean 11.
No, it's a totally different version of it, but it's hilarious because they're just like, you could tell they're fucking around.
How funny.
Like filming the movie, which I thought was incredible. So anyway. So
they changed Vegas. They changed Hollywood.
Yep. Totally.
And make a couple movies.
They do.
And then what?
And then that's sort of it. And then the shit hits the fan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What?
As fast as it started, it burned out. Star burns bright.
Yeah, well, that's most everything, right?
Right.
In Hollywood.
Burns out. Yeah, no, because like so once it was all like an act and they had to like perform. That's it. It's over.
It wasn't as natural anymore.
Not nearly. And so like now it's not fun for them. They get pissed. Expectations have to be managed. It's a whole thing. Like really, like I can't roll the bar cart on stage anymore. Like you're making me do what now? And we have to do how many shows a night? And so it's like, fuck this. We don't want to do it. So they pivot. They decide like we're going to go big because they're men and they have huge egos and they just basically rebranded Vegas and then they took over Hollywood.
Sure.
So stay with me. They decide if we have to be legit, then we might as well do something serious about it.
Uh-oh. Like what?
They went big. Okay.
Like what?
Political.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, you stepped in it.
They went, right, here we are. Do you remember Peter Lawford?
Is this like how, hold on, I digress. Is this
what?
how like Hollywood has decided that they are the political mouthpieces and...
Is this how? I have no idea if this is how, but yes, probably.
Okay, I don't know.
This is one of the major, right, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
right.
Sorry, digress, go ahead.
So Peter Lawford, he's married to JFK's sister. So it's like, what, 1961, 1962?
That tracks.
So they go all in on JFK. The Rat Pack is backing JFK. So you would think it's going to be awesome and this is all going to work. Except here's the rub. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. Every idea I have about a movie I want to talk about, you don't remember any of them. So there's this movie called Black Sheep. It was with Chris Farley and David Spade. And long story short, Chris Farley plays this oafy, dopey brother whose brother is trying to run for governor of Washington.
Okay.
And Chris Farley basically sort of is this goof that just like can't help himself, but like fucks everything up. And his brother doesn't want to have anything to do with him. Okay. So same thing here. So the Kennedy.
JFK wanted nothing to do with him?
So specifically Robert Kennedy was like, what is happening? Like, I get these guys are famous. I get everything about it, but we can't let them into politics. They're unhinged. We can't do this with them.
But weren't the Kennedys a part of Hollywood too?
Not in the same way. I mean, they were associated with, but like Kennedys are politics. These guys are in Hollywood, not just Hollywood. These guys are just entertainers. And so the Kennedys are like, you're a wild card. We don't know what you're about to go do and say. So you can't go and do and say anything on our behalf. We don't trust you.
Image.
Right. So again, Bobby Kennedy stood up and sort of told the whole Kennedy family, enough's enough. Like, no way. And so as soon as that happens, I mean, essentially, let's be honest, Frank Sinatra is the one who got slapped on the wrist, like in public. I mean, he's now been banished. Bobby Kennedy, we're not associated with them, right?
Dang.
So now in public, Frank Sinatra looks like an ass. So Peter Lawford has to take a side because he's married to JFK's sister. So not complicated what side he takes. Yeah. So he's immediately out. He's like, we're done and done. And then Dean Martin sort of decides like he's out because if you remember when I said at the beginning, Dean Martin didn't care about legacy. He was sort of having fun. He was already famous and done.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He wasn't looking for anything like Frank Sinatra was. So Dean Martin sort of just stopped coming around as much. Like had his wife at home, was hanging out with them more often. He was never the one who was most interested anyway. So he just sort of buzzes off a little bit. Joey Bishop realizes at that time like his career's taking off in writing, and they never super respected the fact that he was the one that
kept them all together.
Whispered in their ear on stage and helped them out. Like he was their guy, and they didn't really love him. So he was like, "Fuck that, I'm out." So it left sort of Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. And I mean, maybe they played together for a little bit here and there, but for the most part, they went back and just sort of solo grinded it out and kind of kept going. And just like that, it kind of
just fizzled.
Evaporated. Done and done. And I mean, if you think about it, it had to. It couldn't last. It was impossible because that's what made it so cool was the whole concept of like, they didn't invent any of this shit, right? Like I told you at the beginning, martinis were already a thing. Smoking cigarettes were a thing. Tuxedos were a thing. All they did was brand cool. And so they turned all of that into something America wanted because America was allowed to like be in the secret room, like Hamilton.
Yeah.
Right? Like in the room where it happened, right? That's what their brand was, to be in the room where it happened. And so when everything sort of got too branded and had to be, a specific way and they had to act and so on, right? And fit the grind. And then they wanted to get into politics. Everything fucking blew up. It had to blow up because it couldn't be cool for too long.
Yeah.
The arc was going to happen no matter what. It was impossible to not happen. They would have had to have said no every time to everybody that was in their face.
Right.
Always to try to keep it going as long as they could. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the whole idea was about coolness.
Got it.
And that's sort of the good part, but it's also the sad part because like I said, it was built not to last. And here we are, 65 some odd years later, trying to like figure out
who
how
the Rat Pack was.
Well, I mean, yeah, for you, but also like how to recreate it. I mean, that's what people are trying to do. They always want to recreate this thing. What's next? What are we doing? How can we be cool? How can we be in? Right? It's the same concept.
I mean, I feel like we should just like let that have the moment, right?
No, I get
right
it.
Place, right time, right people.
I'm completely with you. My point is I'm trying to tie it back into like why it matters 65 years later. I would argue that's why. We're always looking for that. How are we allowed to be in the same room as something while it's going on and feel connected, even though we're not allowed to be there? And that's sort of not like now we
Listen
just do
to a podcast.
Now, seriously,
sort of sophisticated. I'm just kidding.
No, that was a solid plug. But let me get like weird and psychological on you. All we do is we just do the same thing. We just hide behind.
Well, it's Instagrammers.
We literally we're doing it by ourselves now.
Yeah.
We're literally looking by ourselves and swiping, which is bullshit. Because when it's in community, it makes it a lot more fun. So anyway, I digress because I'm an old Gen Xer. Yeah.
Well, I really do hope though the pendulum swings, right? Because we are so isolated.
Yeah.
Because of screens and AI and like it's just. We need to go back to community. And I think that's what the Rat Pack did, is that they brought people
they did.
together, right, to laugh and have a good time and have an experience.
Make you feel like being an adult was allowed to be fun again.
Yeah.
Because in the 1950s, being an adult was not, you weren't allowed to be fun. You grew up.
That's what you should name your new business, your new restaurant.
Being an adult is fun?
No.
What?
The Rat Pack.
The Rat Pack? All right, let's see what we can do. It's probably,
I don't know. Yeah, it's probably TM'd. Anyways.
It's TM'd the hell out of it.
What fun facts you got for me?
Fun facts. Okay. I am ready with fun facts, but I have a quick fun fact about fun facts.
Oh, okay.
Am I allowed to do a fun fact about fun facts? And will that count as one of my fun facts?
No.
I don't even know. Okay. For some reason, this was really hard to find fun facts. Like
really? Nothing like, ooh, that was interesting.
I mean, Amanda, it's me. I found them. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I'm just saying, for the first time, I had to
dig deep.
Yeah, I had to go into deep research mode
to find fun facts.
Yes, it was insane. So just bear with me.
All right.
But here we are.
Here we go.
Okay, number one. So Frank Sinatra didn't just headline at the Sands. Remember that's like that
right,
was the
right.
famous, like as a performer, right? He also owned a stake. He was a part owner, which I call bullshit on.
Why?
Because if you think about it, like, how do you do, if he's the performer, but then he makes demands about talent or like what he expects, then he's the owner that's going to vote for like how the performers get paid.
Yeah, I think
and
it's genius.
I think it's bullshit. He can get anything he wants.
Nope. You need to have owners that have all spectrums of interest and what they're good at.
Okay.
Talent.
I think it's bullshit.
Well,
I think no one could check him. And by the way,
was he 51% owner? Probably not.
No.
So it's fine.
He left anyway. He left the Sands anyway and went to Caesar Palace. So.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know Caesar's Palace isn't really where Caesar lived?
Well, yeah, duh.
Well, I'm just making sure because you didn't know anything about the Rat Pack.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
That was from a movie. Zach Galifianakis.
What?
No? The Hangover? Never mind. Okay.
Checkmate. Okay.
Number two. Here we are. Dean Martin's whole drunk persona, because Dean Martin always pretended to be drunk, but you probably don't
Was
know
he
that,
not drunk when he stumbled onto Frank Sinatra's stage?
He was not. It was fake. Mostly, he used to fill the little whiskey glass with iced tea.
Huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Again.
That was a good one.
All for showmanship here. Like, this was the whole vibe, right?
I just want to act drunk and say whatever I want.
That's what I do.
Oh.
Right?
I mean, I just thought you were actually drunk.
Oh, wait,
I'm
okay,
just kidding.
Okay, hold on. I have a super fun fact.
Just kidding. Okay, what?
I have a super fun fact. Okay, what wasn't fake, even though the drinking was fake, what wasn't fake, he would deliberately skip, like when they would do rehearsals, like when it turned into an act.
Yeah.
He would deliberately skip them, like on purpose, because he got pissed that the show would come off way too polished.
Oh my goodness!
And so Joey Bishop was trying to.
I relate to him. Here we go.
Okay, he's your guy.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
I love it.
Go.
Okay.
Shoot from the hip. Let's go.
Boom. Who cares what it's going to be like?
Roll the dice.
Right. Okay. Number 3. Sammy Davis Jr. lost his left eye. I don't know.
What?
You lose your left?
Like it popped out?
Yeah, like broke his left eye. I don't know what the word is.
Ruptured?
Yes. In a car accident in 1954. Yes.
Okay.
3 weeks later, he's performing again on stage.
Wow.
Yes. That's how committed he was to this whole thing. With like a brand new glass eye. So like they could like see 5 different ways.
Oh.
Which was really hilarious because, I mean, what the Rat Pack was probably 5 years later, but he was still at the time like learning depth perception. I mean, this is 1950, whatever. Like it's not like today. So he was still figuring out depth perception with the glass eye while he was on stage, which made it even better because it was all fucked up and it was real. He really didn't know his depth perception, but people thought he was drunk or fucking around, right? So same thing as Dean Martin faking it. Sammy Davis Jr. wasn't faking it. He had a glass eye and was just trying to fucking do the best he could up on stage. So there you go. Number 4. Okay. During performances, Joey Bishop would make sure he had index cards like full of jokes in his pocket in case the room started dying or they were losing the room because remember they were left a little bit unhinged. Yeah. So he would walk around, like I said earlier, and whisper in their ears what to say. Oh my God, that was perfect. How did I not do that one? Good for you. Okay. I did it like 5 times and did it shitty. You just nailed it. How did I not put that together? Anyway, but I think that's awesome because he would give them ammo to sort of like, and they didn't use it right away. They just knew sort of how to like get going again.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why
cool.
That's why when it all ended for him, he was like pissed. He's like, guys, I kept you fucking going. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was the show.
Right. Right. Well, that's what happens. No. Egos. Here we are. Number 5, and I'm not even making this one up. This is the one. This is the one you want to know about. Okay. This was mobsters.
Ready.
Here we are. Okay. Frank Sinatra actually had a standing FBI file during his years with the Rat Pack. Yes, he did. Totally active file. The FBI claims Sinatra was under, quote, federal surveillance because of alleged mob associations, specifically with a guy named Sam Giancana. You could look this up. This is totally legit. So he would like travel with him, like internationally, go to mob events. They watch him perform.
Was Sam a mobster?
Huh? Sam was the mobster. Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry. Yeah. So like he had ties, but I mean, he performed for the mob like all the fucking time. So that's why they had the FBI file him, but they never found anything specific to like tie him to, which like, so he unofficially was a mobster, like you said at the beginning, so like it's legit shit. Like I'm not making it up, which does make total sense when it comes to like the whole Bobby Kennedy thing and why he wanted to have nothing to do with him. Because if they knew, because they probably had information, right? The Kennedys, that he was, gallivanting around with Sam Giancana.
Yeah.
What are the Kennedys supposed to do, right? So anyway, that's the mobsters link to the whole thing.
All right. That was a good one.
All right. And finally, Peter Lawford, our man Peter Lawford, the hot guy, he was the one who like paid the highest personal price of the ending of the Rat Pack. Because after he got ousted by Frank Sinatra, then he was ostracized.
But was he ousted or did he choose that?
Sorry, you are correct. So he chose that, but then subsequently she left him. So the Kennedy said, "Get out."
Bad choice.
Yep. So he got double barreled here. Yeah. Because
no one else's fault but his own.
He was the Kennedys looked at him as responsible for letting the Rat Pack in the first place. So like it sucked. So
kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
totally spiraled. His career never recovered.
Oh, well, we're sad
like
for
marriage
him.
gone. Tried to get back in with Frank Sinatra's good graces over the years, but just completely lost his identity. That's it.
I'm so sad.
Blew it. Yeah. That's all I got. Fun facts out. Sorry to end on a bad note.
Wow. I was just like thinking how this is such a fun episode, and then we just like, womp, womp,
sorry,
womp.
Peter Lawford. But I mean, he was hot. So I mean, he probably, used that to his advantage for many years.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, overall, great job. Because I feel like I'm super cultured now.
You know something about the Rat Pack?
Yeah. And like Vegas and.
Right. Are you going to watch the original Ocean's 11?
Yeah.
Please
sure.
do.
I'll do it.
It's
I'll
fun.
do it. Well, speaking of that, what else should I do as my call to action if I want to learn more about the Rat Pack?
Yes. Right? Let's do this.
Because check.
Let's
watch
call
the
action.
OG
right,
movie. Got it.
Let's go to the Sands. Well, I mean, the Sands isn't like a thing anymore, but we could go to where the Sands was because the
They didn't
Sands
blow it up.
They did, yeah. Because now it's the Venetian. So don't go to the Sands. Let's go to the Venetian, people, and we could just like check out
what?
Just check out the vibe.
No, it's so different. That doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Okay, if we went to a place where like World War II veterans were, wouldn't you call that hallowed ground? 9/11, where they attacked. If we went to Pearl Harbor, hallowed ground. We've talked about hallowed ground.
But
Gettysburg.
all of those have been like preserved.
Okay.
The Sands was blown up and crumbled, and now it's like a Venetian, which has nothing to do with the Sands.
So, then don't go to the Venetian. I don't care.
Not OG at all. Great. Next one.
Screw you. Okay. Read a book called Rat Pack Confidential by Sean Levy.
Who's that?
Sean Levy? Eugene Levy's son? No?
Oh, not Dan Levy. I know Dan Levy.
I just made all that up. I have no idea. Sean Levy's an author, dude, who authored this book. I don't know.
But like, what's his tie to the Rat Pack?
There's no tie.
He just wrote a book about the Rat Pack?
He wrote a book about everything that has anything to do with the Rat Pack. So if you want to learn something about the Rat Pack, read the damn book. God,
read the book. Got it.
This is tough. Okay. I have an idea. Just watch Ocean's 11 and we're done. That's it. Okay. Listen to some Frank Sinatra music tonight while you guys are like making dinner and then watch Ocean's 11. That's it.
Because it's awesome.
That's all we're doing. That's my call to action. We're done. If you don't want to do any of this shit, then just remember these few facts to feel sort of sophisticated. Number one, the Rat Pack was an informal group of entertainers active mainly from about 1959 to 1962, starring Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Bishop, who all performed together at the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas and starred in the iconic film Ocean's 11. They weren't an official act at first. They were individual stars whose careers collided at the exact right moment. Number two, what made them powerful wasn't music or comedy. It was control of the room. That's what we were talking about. The real product was just access, the feeling that you were there, that you were chosen. Number three, the Rat Pack worked because it wasn't planned. They kept crashing each other's shows at the Sands. The chaos felt authentic, unscripted, slightly unhinged, a little dangerous maybe, which made it totally irresistible. Number four, they quietly forced Vegas to integrate. I think that was the coolest part of this whole thing. By using leverage instead of speeches, it was just basically one line. If one of us can't stay, none of us can stay. And that changed Vegas's policy on segregation forever. Without ever framing anything as activism or anything crazy, they just sort of quietly handled the whole thing. Hey, thanks for listening. If you like this content, subscribe, leave a review, and share with us your episode ideas. We'll pretend like they're ours and pass them off as our own. If you like this short and want to watch another, click here. If you want to catch a whole episode, click here.